Tigresses at ito ang score nila ay 3-1 against San Sebastian Lady Stags. Pero syempre ngayon, bago nga naman tayo mag-proceed sa ating game number 2, I am encouraging everyone, of course, na i-follow nga ang aming social media pages. So of course, ang ating matches for today, October 1, 2022, ang ating game 1, ayan na nga ay nanalo nga ang USD Golden Tigresses. And for game 2, of course, we have the Perpetual Help Lady Altas versus UE Lady Warriors. And sa ating game 3 for today, we have Ateneo Blue Eagles versus Arellano Lady Chiefs. Ito naman ay at 3 p.m. And of course, ang ating last game for today is we have the Lady Tamaraws, FNU Lady Tamaraws versus the DLSU Lady Spikers. So once again, we are encouraging everyone nga na you can catch, of course, this live ang ating Shakeys Super League games live today on Plus Network's social media pages. So we are at My Plus Network on Facebook, Plus Network 2020 on YouTube, and of course the Shakeys Super League social media pages as well. We are on TikTok, Shakeys Super League, and on Facebook, we are Shakeys PA. So dyan nyo na nga makikita ang ating mga live na games. So that's it for now. And of course, guys, syempre, alam ko naman na marami pa rin naman talaga tayong fans na tumututok. And with that, meron nga tayong tinatawag na super fan of the day. Okay, or of the match, rather. So tell us why you are a super fan of your favorite team or player. Do not forget to upload ang inyong mga videos and tag nga ang Plus Network. So we are on Facebook again at My Plus Network, on Instagram, My.PlusNetwork, and we are also on TikTok at My Plus Network. At yan lamang naman ang ating mga chika para nga sa ating game for today. But for now, kausapin na muna natin ang ating panel.
The volleyball action continues here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum as we bring you the second day of the Shakey Super League. Our second game features both undefeated teams, the Perpetual Help Lady Altas squaring off against the UE Lady Warriors. Hi once again who's watching us live sa digital networks ng ating Plus Network and sa social media pages ng Shakey Super League. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan. Kasama ba rin si Kayla Reyes. Kayla, another crossover matchup, UAAP versus NCAA.
We have an exciting matchup actually ahead of us today. Both teams are so competitive. So I expect good quality volleyball and great action for this match right now.
And of course, we'll go straight to our Shakeys pre-huddle of the game as we take a look at our team standings. Itong UST, nakaalagwa na dito 2-0 in Pool B action. And of course, FEU winning over CSB, an upset. And ito nga, itong dalawang kupunan na ito. Perpetual Help 1-0 and UE 1-0. Sino ang magiging solo leader natin sa ating Pool A action? And that was the end of our Shakeys pre-huddle of the game. And let's talk about first the Perpetual Help Lady Altas. Of course, coming off a 4-set win against the San Beda Lady Red Spikers. And one of the reasons behind that is the emergence of one Shy Umipon who hails from 13 Martires, Cavite, really doing damage para dito kay Coach Henrietta.
Yes, Shira Umipon was named the Shakeys MVP of the match with 16 points and 9 points in the deciding set. She's also turning 19 years old this year. She's a rookie only, but she's one of their go-to players already.
And of course, samantala naman sa UE Lady Red Warriors, meron ding nagpakilalang bagong muka para dito from the girls from Recto. Of course, Casey Cepada, their opposite spiker, was really instrumental in winning that 5-set match over the Mapua Lady Cardinals.
Casey Cepada also had 16 points, 15 coming from attacks and 1 ace as well. She's also 19 years old and not so tall of a spiker but really efficient for her squad.
Of course, both players, Shy Omipon and Casey Cepada, as you've mentioned, both rookies. And tingnan natin if they could sustain their momentum coming into this game. So magpo-pause muna kami for a break. We'll be right back for Perpetual versus UE. that serve. Makulangan, back set. Punta kay Sepada.
Yan.
Ay, that's out.
Pag mga ganyan na medyo dikit na yung points or humahabol kayo, alam mo dapat kung sino talaga yung go-to person mo. And kita naman natin simula kanina, si Sepada talaga ang ganda ng pinapakita.
Ito mo, Tayag. Back and forth we go. Shy, off speed. Kat Molina this time.
Oh, it goes out!
Off the block.
Yeah!
And it's set point now for Santera.
Carvalho this time again to Gula. One hand save by Tubo second time around. Pero sa pangatlong beses, hindi na niya nakuha na time. You know, she can read the attacks, lalo na naging nasa gitna. Pero that actually will not work every time. Parating isang kamay na.
Charge in this set.
Barbie Hamili just went in as part of the set. She was silent, but Tagaud still making a noise.
I love the energy that the FEU girls are showing. This is really them actually, this character that they have. This is why they're such a good of a team.
That's correct. Leading by 3 ang UST dito, Romero. That was a tough set for lalong isip. Carvalho to Laure. Check ball. UST now on match point.
You know what's so crazy, Sheila, is that A. Laure hasn't been playing the whole...
Good afternoon and welcome. We continue intense volleyball action here at the Shaky Super League 2022 Preseason Championship. Let's meet our teams. Starting with the University of the East Lady Warriors. Team captain number 2, Ja Lana. First libero number 11, Nina Zeta. Number 5, Daranyeva. Number 7, Leah Pelaga. Number 8, Erin Navarro. Number 9, Casey Balingin. Number 12, Van Bangayan. Number 14, Cams Dionisio. Number 16, Chris Ann Susbilia. Number 17, Kai Cepada. Number 18, Jessica Umali. Number 19, Riza Nogales. Number 21, Ash Cañete. And second libero is number 6, Kinkin Babol. And now, here come the University of Perpetual Health System Delta Lady Altas. Team captain is number 15, Razel Aldea. First libero is number 12, Yanya Nanda. Number 1, Mary Rose Dapol. Number 3, Win Bidanya. Number 4, Shai Omipon. Number 5, Laika Panchito. Number 6, Ja Padua. Number 7, Kyla Reyes. Number 9, Charm Bocado. Number 10, Cha Enrico. Number 11, Kat Arceliana. Number 14, Krish Cordero. Number 16, Minmin Sapin. Second libero is number 19, Jody Lozano. Our officials for today's ball game. First referee, Choi Bukid, national referee. Second referee, Alvin Magdarao, national referee.
Back with us here at the Shaky Super League, it's Perpetual versus UE. As we take a look at our starting six for both teams.
Starting for the Lady Altas. Number 1, Mary Gabo. Number 4, Shai Omikoy. Number 6, Janine Padua. Number 10, Cha Enrico. Number 14, Krish Cordero. Number 15 is team captain Razel Aldea. And libero is number 12, Yanya Nandal. Head coach for the Lady Altas is Sandy Rieta. And now, the starting lineup for the UE Lady Warriors. Number 2, team captain Ja Lana. Number 5, Daranyeva. Number 7, Leah Pelaga. Number 8, Erin Navarro. Number 17, Kai Cepada. Number 18, Jessica O'Malley. And number 11 is libero Nina Zeta. Head coach for the Lady Warriors is Ronald Chris Di Maculangan.
The protagonists are ready for this highly anticipated matchup between Perpetual Help and UE, both undefeated. As we take a look at the starting lineups, a little bit of a different look from the last time out for Perpetual Help. They've got Camille Jonicio coming in, and itong si Arabella Bourbon to round up itong starting five. Well, actually, Jonicio and dito naman sa UE, a little bit different din. Their starting setter is very different. Umali replacing ito si Von Di Maculangan as their starting setter. So hello Philippines, who's watching us live sa ating Facebook and YouTube page sa Plus Network. Also simulcast sa ating Shakeys Super League Facebook page. Ako po si Ken Pangalinan alongside Kayla Reyes. And this set is brought to you by Shakeys Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Umali gets us going here. Sapin goes to Aldea, easy over. Quick set to Pelaga. Yui once again with a chance. Back set, Cepada instantly creating offense for the red shirts.
And of course, we're really expecting a lot from Casey Cepada today. She was last week's player of the game. And she continues to be really efficient for her squad.
Yui coming off a 5-setter win against Mapua Lady Cardinals. Umali again with a good serve. Sapin. Pinuntahan si number 14. That is Cordero. So mga bagong mukha dito for Perpetual in their starting 6. Cordero replacing itong si Panchito at the starting 6. The MVP of the match kontra sa San Beda. Shai Omipon with a good serve. Leads to a good attack. Di na balik ang bola, so Perpetual up 2-1 early in set number 1.
Great timing also by the blockers of Perpetual, really timing that hit properly.
Shai Omipon hailing from 13 Martires, Cavite. So karamihan dito actually, Kayla, are Caviteños. The players of Coach Sandy who is from Kawit, Cavite. We got Razel Aldea from Kawit and their liberos also from Kawit. Meanwhile, Leah Pelaga with a quick hit.
Credits to O'Malley on that great set, starting early actually by activating their middles. Pelaga is also a really tall middle blocker.
And that cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Naraneva gets us going. Aldea blocked there. Omipon from the back. Umali, pumunta kay Lana. Double block. And that works. So 3-2 early in set number 1. Take a look here at that block of the set. Brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Easy over. Sapin. Punta kay Dapol with that combination play.
Smart decision by Dapol, seeing that there was no one in zone 4. I mean, she didn't really have to hit that ball hard. There was really no one, which is why she decided last minute to drop ball instead.
Perpetual help coming off a 4-set win against the San Beda Lady Red Spikers, which wasn't easy. Kasi nung second and third sets, San Beda led early and by a huge margin.
Dikitan talaga mga laro last weekend.
Meanwhile, an error from Perpetual help. So UE gets the point. Pelaga, you mentioned a really tall middle blocker for Coach Jumbo de Maculangan. Free serving 4. Service error, point goes to the Lady Altas. 5 serving 3. Jasmine Sapin. Probably their starting setter sa darating na NCAA Season 97, replacing si Jenny Gaviola. Meanwhile, Cepeda, this time the defense was there.
I'm sure they did their homework and really studied Cepeda's game, knowing that she's one of UE's greatest contributors. So that was a perfectly blocked point.
Team captain, Razel Aldea. Umali, back set, Cepeda ulit. This time, just puts it over. Dapol. Jessica goes to Lana. And they're looking for Lana early in this set.
Great target also by Lana, seeing that there was really no one, or Perpetual's defense was a bit late to zone 1.
And now the Cebuana serving. The spotlight was really on her, and rightfully so. But Lana is actually the main gunner talaga para dito sa UE. Was relatively quiet in their first game. So let's see if she could make more noise here. Good block by Enrico. So attack error. Point goes to the Lady Altas.
We're seeing a lot of back row attacks from both squads early on in the match, actually.
And talagang bahagi na yan ng arsenal ng bawat kupunan, unlike before. And Nature Springs, the official bottled water provider of the Shakeys Super League. Shai Umipon!
Shai Umipon, such a talented spiker. You can see how she winds up, how high she gets up even.
And the Lady Altas now up 8-4, courtesy of that hit over 2 blockers ni Shai Umipon. We'll be right back. Coliseum for the Shaky Super League. Second game, Perpetual versus UE. Ken Pangilinan alongside Kayla Reyes. Look at the crowd here. Really enjoying the volleyball action. And also makakasama natin mamaya si Sab San Diego. Meanwhile, Jalana with a power hit. Making her presence felt early here. Yes, Jalana, their top scorer last season, averaging close to 13 points a contest nung nakarang UAAP. Enrico puts it over. Punta naman kay Navarro, and that is out.
Good intention by Navarro, seeing that there was no one in Perpetual's defense in the back line. Just a bit too strong on that hit.
Good intention, but bad execution. Sapin now serving. Ito naman from Imus Cavite. And delivers right away with a service ace.
A bit of miscommunication on the part of Cepada and Babol.
You know, usually setters, really good servers, Kayla, you know?
Yes, of course, they're the first servers in every match. So of course you wanna start strong all the time.
Speaking of starting out strong, 10-5 in favor of Perpetual. And this serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Nieva down on the floor after that joust. Wincing in pain as Jalana looking over. Kayla, we do not want to see these kinds of injuries.
I know it is so unfortunate, and we're only in the first set, and the league has just started, of course. I think there was a bit, the set was too tight in the net, and naka-cross ata yung UE side. So I'm not sure if she stepped on a player's foot.
And you know, I remember during the UAAP season, a key player from them, Apple Lingay, actually was injured probably in their third game. Let's take a look once again here. Talagang bigla siyang bumagsak after that hit.
Medyo crossing na kasi sila eh.
And she's trying to get up. You know, Dara Nieva is one tough cookie. Actually, lahat naman nitong Lady Red Warriors. I remember also ito si Jalana before got injured in one game but really gutted it out. So hopefully it's just a minor injury for Dara Nieva,
Let's hope nothing so serious.
who actually was really quiet nung first game. Kasi nga, Cepada was really guns a-blazing. And tingnan natin dito again. So parang
Crossing.
Yeah, and parang masama talaga yung landing
Landing as
after
well,
that
yeah.
jump. Obviously a look of concern, and this is
Is
not
that
a
her
good
knee
sign.
or her ankle that...
So not a good sign, being carried out on a stretcher here. Hoping for the best for Dara Nieva, who was actually the second leading scorer for them in the UAAP.
Exactly. A
Just-
huge blow for the UE squad, but I'm sure their bench is so deep. I'm sure their squad will really step up for today's match.
So si Suspilia, papalitan muna. Ito si Dara Nieva. So we'll get an update later from Sab San Diego regarding that injury nito si Dara Nieva. So 10-5 is our tally. So far, Kayla, what has been the impressive part so far para dito sa Perpetual Health?
Actually, both squads are showing exemplary defense. And of course, ang lalakas din ng mga palo na pinapakita ng girls today. Pero nasasalo din eh. So you can see really like quality rallies and that last really long.
So Sapin again, serving. Jasmine Sapin. Easy over. Perpetual. Sapin goes back set. And Cordero delivers. Of course, later on, we'll hear from Sheila Salaysay and Richie Cordero in our last two games. But meanwhile, the other Cordero, Krisha Cordero, getting that hit. 11 serving 5. Momentum slowly on the side of the Lady Altas. Suspilia. Cross-court hit. Ooh, and an error.
A net
Double
error.
contact. Double contact kay Sapin.
I think the receive was a bit too close as well to the net. Kaya mali na rin yung contact niya sa bola.
Erin Navarro, one of the veterans for Coach Jumbo di Makulangan. Sapin, back set, Mary Dapol. That's too long.
Medyo naka-ilalim na rin siya eh. Kaya
Yeah.
that ball sailed out.
Jana Lana, egging on her teammates. Apat na lang kailangang hinahabol dito. 11-7. And service error. So 12-7 is our tally. Perpetual still in the driver's seat. Enrico, one of the rookies, serving for the Lady Altas. Those Perpetual help won 3 straight championships from 2012 to 2014 behind Honey Rose Tubino. Okay, inabutan mo na yun, Kayla. Really instrumental sa kanilang three-peat. But now on the rebuilding stage under Coach Sandy Rieta. Meanwhile, Susbilia, that's out.
A little too wide for Suspiria, but good intention targeting cross-court.
13 serving 7. Actually, the Lady Altas 2-6 in their recent campaign sa NCAA season 97. Trying to bounce back this year. Meanwhile, oh, it's out. So Shai Sumipon with an error.
She really is such a powerful hitter, and she also has a great contribution on floor defense as well, and on the service line too.
Just 18 years old. So potential oozing for this outside spiker for Lady Altas. Meanwhile, Razel Aldea. Great dig there. Susbilia off the block. Susbilia stepping up for Dara Nieva so far.
Smart play. She really just used the hands of the blocker to get that check.
Umali starting as the setter here. Sharp serve. Sapin. Back set. Shai Umipon. Off the block it goes.
Great power by Shai Umipon. Targeting really the hands of the blockers and just using it to get that point.
Talagang mabigat yung bola pag siya pumalo eh.
Yes, and you can, I mean from our perspective too, you can really hear her contact once she hits that ball.
And now she's serving with her team up 5 points. Pelaga. Sapin, back set to Cordero. Goes back to Cepada. Sapin. To Krisha once again. And that goes down.
Pelaga was a bit late to time that block actually, which is why kahit soft touch lang, napasukan pa rin yung kanyang block.
59 in favor of the Lady Altas. We're just here in set number 1. So both teams trying to go 2-0 here to join UST as the leaders here. Of course, UST winning over San Sebastian in our first game. Meanwhile, the white shirts coming out strong, and they now lead by 7 points. 16-9 here in set number 1. Lady Altas 16 and the Lady Warriors 9 here in this opening set at the Shaky Super League. Ken Pangilinan alongside Kayla Reyes. And our third member of our broadcast team, si Sab San Diego, working the sidelines here. Sepada! Alam mo maganda kay Sepada, Kayla, after every point, the celebration is just wild coming from the Cebuana.
I know, and that's what I really love about her. I'm sure it's such a confidence-boosting feeling to just be her teammate. Ang gaan sa pakiramdam when you have a teammate who really pulls everyone up.
17-9. Rather, 16-10. So, one player from the UE Lady Warriors crossed the line. So, point goes to the Lady Altas. Of course, the Lady Altas have key losses. Wala na dyan si Chascott, their former team captain, Jenny Gaviola, Nin Suico, at si Daisy Salimbacod. And also, their libero, si Lim. Babol goes to Lana, easy over. Sapin goes to Aldea. Mad scramble here. Wala pa makaset up dito ng maayos. Dapol, and that's too strong.
Medyo buka na rin yung set dun eh. And she wasn't able to bring her hand down, which is why that ball sailed out.
Leah Pelaga now serving for UE. They're trailing by 6. Sapin goes to Dapol. Umali, quick set, Navarro. Jasmine goes to Mary Ann Dapol. So we're seeing a rally here. Long one at that. Dapol off the block. Umali goes back to Ja. But the defense really solid for the white shirts.
Sapin and Aldea really building walls. Wala talagang makakalusot.
And this block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Lamang pa rin dito ang Lady Altas, 18-11. Too close to the net. Oh! So crossing error. Overreaching rather. Kontra dito sa Perpetual Health. So UE still kaya pang humabol dito. Meanwhile, we turn you over to Sab San Diego for this report. Sab?
One of the key holders nga ng Lady Warriors sa number 5 na si Dara Nieva. Siya nga ngayon ay nakaranas ng ankle sprain. Nung tanongin ko kung gaano ba ito kasakit, ang sabi naman niya sa akin ito ay 7 out of 10. I have talked to the PT pero hindi pa nga rin daw masabi kung kakayanin ba ng player na bumalik sa court dahil during practice ito, nung last Tuesday lamang ay nagka-ankle sprain na nga daw siya. That's all for now. Back to the panel.
Thank you, Sab. So lingering injury na pala. Ito si Dara Nieva. So that really explains why she got that she got hurt earlier. And napansin ko rin kasi Kayla, I don't know if you watched the first game. Sparingly used talaga ni Coach Jumbo Di Maculangan si Nieva eh.
Yeah, she's also one of their go-to players actually, and she makes the most out of the time she has, the playing time she's given on the court.
Meanwhile, Jalana finding a way to put that point in. Take a look here. Over 2 blockers once again. Leading scorer for UE. Sapin goes back to Shai Umipon. Good dig there by Jalana. Susbilia, easy over. Reset here for the white shirts. Shai again. Umali, back set. Jalana skying over the defense.
Great pipe attack by Jalana. Kahit nasa back row siya eh, baon na baon pa rin yung bola niya.
Look at that wind up, and this spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
UE, though, coming alive late in the first set.
You've trailed for the majority of the first set here, but that won't help.
Nabawi.
Hindi, nabati mo yata,
I
Kayla eh.
jinxed it.
2015, Lady Altas leading. Winnie Bedanya, pinasok na ni Coach Chanderieta here. So tandaan natin, after the 16 point, pwede na magpasok ng players as Nature Spring is the official bottled water provider of the Shakeys Super League. Another point for Lady Altas. And now, UE forced to call a timeout. Pakinggan natin si Coach Jumbo Di Makulangan.
Ulo yung inyo, natidepensahan. Dito tayo sa sabi pumunta, huwag kayong magulo.
Coach Jumbo pleading to his players as they're down by 6 points here in set number 1. Of course, the UE Lady Warriors last won a championship almost 50 years ago, back in season 35. But you know, the good news for the UE Lady Warriors, Kayla, was, di ba nga, they started 0-13, but during their very last match, won against FEU.
Yeah.
That has to be a good feeling for them.
I remember watching that game actually. I'm sure that's a great confidence booster to close out that season.
Tapos nadala nila dito sa Shaky Super League, winning their opening assignment against the Mapua Lady Cardinals. But right now, they are trailing by 5 points. Navarro, good serve. Sapin goes to Shai Umipon. Uy! Defense non-existent there.
And Shai Umipon starting to variate her attacks more. Kanina puro power lang eh. Tas ngayon, she's starting to do off-speed attacks and drop balls as well.
Sana nakita niya, naka-atras yung back row defense.
Yes, nakatras yung depensa ng UE.
3 points away from securing this set. Umali, pumunta kay Pilago with a quick set. It's always a pleasure to watching yung mga middle blockers go for that quick hits. As we take a look once again, Pelago with a hit. This cool play of the set is brought to you by RNB Milk Tea. Order now. Sapin, bumawi, but good dig. Susbilia with the reply.
Susbilia really stepping up for her squad, knowing that her teammate just got injured.
Yup, stepping up in the absence of Dara Nieva.
As I mentioned, their bench is so deep, filled with talented players and recruits.
Oh, that's not
too
gonna help
long.
their cause. Those service errors. Perpetual help 2 points away from this opening set. Shai Umipon. Yung majority of her points you've mentioned at the top of the telecast, talagang yung mga crucial stages eh.
Yeah, she's a clutch player.
Making it count the most, di ba? Meanwhile, Leah Pelaga scoring there for UE.
I think it's important that they really activate her. She's a tall player, really long limbs, and proving to be efficient for her squad in this match.
One of the top blockers last year in the UAAP. Or I should say last season.
Good save.
Punta dito kay Cordero. She was blocked. And you mentioned yung size ni Pelaga bothering itong si Krisha.
Of course, it is kind of intimidating that you have a really tall blocker right in front of you.
Saka naabangan dun eh. Basang-basa ng depensa And si Coach Sandrieta naman ang tatawag ng timeout para dito sa Lady Altas.
Ano ba yan sabi si unahan mo? Ikaw dulo, tingnan nyo. Nangyayari, ilang spiker?
Tatlo ko.
Sino to?
Ako. Ate Dams. Ako.
Oh.
Deya. Christian. Dulo namin Coach, pagkapito daw ko.
Oh, sige.
You know, Kayla, I talked to Coach Henrietta earlier and he really loved na bukod dun sa magandang habol nila, yung rookies daw niya not playing like one dahil kumbaga kahit dikdikan yung laban, they were far behind, talagang pumuso sila, hinabol nila and eventually winning in 4 sets kontra doon sa San Beda.
And that's what's so great about the rookies. Like, nagpapakita talaga sila ng gilas eh. No matter if they're just new to the team or they still excel.
Meanwhile, UE inching closer. Only down by 2 points. Remember, against Mapua, nag-extend yon although they lost that first set 33-31. Let's see if this time they could turn things around. Sapin goes to Dapol in the middle. That's too much.
It's really smart hit by Dapol, seeing that Pelaga, she's single block actually, and knew she was there, kaya pinadaan na lang sa left side ni Pelaga.
Too easy for the leading scorer of the Lady Altas last season. Coach Jumbo calls for time. Let's listen in.
Lia, kapag ka naman nag-stress na, ang saraduhan mo na, kung saan na nakaharap, saan ba siya nakaharap? Tingnan mo saan nakaharap, kasi yung strong side niya. Pag doon siya nakaharap, yung kabila naman, soft yun eh. Ha? Sige, basa-basa.
Tara!
Ayos ang wala ka sa nasa harap mo, mamimili ka na lang.
Let's go!
Coach Jumbo particularly looking at Leah Pelaga for adjustments.
Coach just reminded Pelaga on her block positioning kung saan nakaharap yung spiker ng kabilang squad. Because that is her strong side wherever they are facing.
Set point now for the Lady Altas. Umali goes back to Jalana. Great save there. Dapol, gumawa ng paraan. This time back set to Sepada! KC Sepada once again delivering when it matters. Van Mangayan replacing Leah Pelaga. Will now serve. They are down by 2 points, 24-22. Van Bangayan, the left-handed player. Aldea. Easy over. Let's see what Perpetual does here. Dapol. Defense was there versus Villa. Jalana got blocked there. Goes back to Ja. Dapol with a wind-up. Wow! Great floor defense here by UE. Dapol once again, this time! After 3 tries, finally securing the set for the Lady Altas, 25-22.
Credits also to the defense of both squads. Really doing well. Quality action we're seeing in this match.
But the persistence pays off for the Lady Altas, who are up 25-22 here in set number 1. the handiwork by both squads in set number 1. Casey Cepada nagpakilala agad dito. And Krisha Cordero also doing damage on the side of the Lady Altas. Leah Pelaga, as always, really reliable veteran para dito kay Coach Jumbo. Di makulangan. All throughout the set lamang yung Lady Altas, Kayla, but UE hindi naman nagpapahuli.
Yeah, I think set 1 really showed how both teams are exemplary when it comes to defense. And of course, simple lang. They make volleyball look so simple. Nothing too showy yet in the first set. Not much combination plays, but they're still able to deliver.
Meanwhile, Sab San Diego has something for us. Sabs.
Game, ito ay tinatawag natin na mix and match. Sabi ni Coach Jumbo, ang mga hindi nga daw naglaro last game, sila naman ang magiging star for today's game. Ayon naman kay Coach Sandy, in-adjust din niya ang kanilang lineup. Ang mga naka-reserve, sila naman ang bibida. Nang tanongin ko kung ano ba ang mindset nila coming from a win, ang sabi naman ni Coach Sandy na sana i-continue nga ang kanilang panalo dahil marami pa ding ang pagkukulang ang team. According naman kay Coach Jumbo, mas nag-focus naman sila sa kanilang weaknesses para naman ma-improve ito. Ang tanong, mahanap na kaya nila ang kanilang perfect chemistry for today's match? That's all for now. Back to the panel.
Thank you, Sab. You know, actually, Kayla, both teams really tweaking their lineup, and that's the product of that all-to-play rule.
Yes, it gives every player a chance to play. And of course, a mix of their original starters and those who don't get to play that much, really stepping up though.
Yup. Actually, people hovering over the pros and cons ng all-to-play rule na. Meanwhile, tingnan natin yung statistics nung set number 1 between Perpetual and UE. And very evident yung defense ng Perpetual help here, Kayla.
Perpetual really taking the lead, taking charge in the blocking department. As you can see, madami talagang, nabutasan talaga yung UE when it came to their defense because of their blocks not being so established.
So let's see if UE could bounce back here in set number 2. Remember, nung unang laban nila against Papua Lady Cardinals, they also dropped the first set 33-31, but managed to win the next 2. And eventually winning in 5 sets. Meanwhile, Perpetual Health, stark contrast from their last game against San Beda. They dropped that opening set before racking up 3 straight sets. All come from behind at that. But take a look here. Both teams, new squads, new faces. That's the beauty nga nung all-to-play rule. And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Nafi-feature talaga, Kayla, yung mga bagong mukha. Hindi natin masyadong napapansin, given new opportunity to shine.
Yes, and of course, that's a challenge on their end. Of course, kailangan, they want to prove their coach that they deserve the playing time that they want.
Laika Panchito, who was the starting 6th member nung nakarang laban nila, starting out here in the second set. Van Bangayan. Kyla Reyes. And UE scores the first point here in set number 2. Bebang Ocado, one of the key cogs nung nakaraang season nila. Good block there. Bangayan, the lefty, overshoots the target.
That was too long.
And dito. So yun, allowed pala yun. So dahil nga mandatory substitution, pinaltan ni Susbilia si Daranyeva who went out with an injury earlier. Pwede siya maglaro dito at the start of set number 2. Meanwhile, service ace for the white shirts brings us to the 2-1 lead in favor of the Lady Altas. Kyla Reyes, isa rin sa mga veterano for Coach Sandrieta. Bangayan, punta dito kay Susbilia. Padua from the opposite side.
Good save.
Easy over. Let's see kung saan papupunta. Combination play. Read well by UE. Susbilia. Ooh. Just finding that space inside. Hindi handa yung depensa doon ng Lady Altas.
Well, I mean, she's starting to vary her attacks more. We've seen in the first set na also, medyo puro power din siya. Pero now, nababasa na rin yung mga palo niya, which is why she had to vary her attacks more in this coming set.
Crisan Susbilia from Iloilo. Trying to make her mark here. Bangayan. Back set to Cañete. And that's just enough. UE 2 straight points. Grabbing a 3-2 lead here early in set number 2. Perfect setup job. Naparaanan doon ni Cañete. Arceliana goes to Bebang Ocado. Good block there. Courtesy of Camille Jonicio.
I think UE is starting to improve on their blocking come the second set. That's something they lack. And something that was missing on the first set.
And this block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Bedanya with a quick reply. Nag-unat pa siya doon. Baka sumakit yung katawan niya pagkatapos ng tama doon. But nonetheless, a point is a point. Like you said, Kayla. Whether it's a powerful hit or soft hit lang.
I mean, this is volleyball. No matter how hard or how soft you hit that ball, you only get 1 point. Not like basketball.
Bangayan sets up. Arceliana goes to Ocado. Bangayan this time to Cañete. Ashley Cañete doing damage so far. 2 points here in set number 2.
And Cañete is actually one of their rookies or a sophomore if I'm not mistaken. Really stepping up in today's match.
Kat Junicio. Really tall player here for UE, but service is out. For serving 5. Winnie Bedanya last season for the NCAA backstopping itong si Chascott and Daisy Salimbakod. Now given an opportunity here to shine in her sophomore season. Meanwhile, that attack is out again. So Perpetual scores a point. Tabla tayo dito 5-all.
Good intention though by Balingit. Seeing that there was no one in that zone 1 down the line.
Another good serve. Ooh!
Lifting.
Service ace.
Double contact, I'm sorry.
Double contact there. 3 unanswered points for the girls in white. They won the first set 25-22. Balingit. Arceliana goes back to Ocado. So far, floor defense of UE solid. Ocado once again. Blockers drape all over her. Bangayan sets up Cañete. Long rally. And unfortunately, attack error kontra dito sa Lady Altas.
Out of system na rin yung mga plays eh. So, whoever gets the second ball isn't really able to bring it just sakto for the spiker.
Tabla tayo dito, 6-all. Cañete, good serve. Arceliana, back set. Ocado from the right flank. Bangayan, sets up Balingit. Good dig by Kayla Reyes. Rather, Kyla Reyes, I'm sorry.
That's my twin! I have a twin.
But nonetheless, puntos para dito sa Lady Altas. Lamang ulit sila dito, 7-6. Bebang Ocado. Good serve. Susbilia goes to Cañete once again. Kat to Kyla. And Kyla delivers. As we head into our first technical timeout of the second set, lamang dito ang Perpetual help Lady Altas 8-6. Take a look once again at that beautiful hit by Kyla Reyes. As we pause for a break, we'll be right back. Coliseum for our second game between Perpetual Help and UE. Ken Pangilinan alongside Kyla Reyes. 8-6 is our tally. Bangayan, quick 1-2. Panchito. And sayang nga yun because Nogales was there. Look at Nogales, Kayla's very tall and very agile for her size.
And nakabantay na talaga siya sa net eh. Really their first line of defense.
And the Nature Spring is our official bottled water provider of the Shakeys Super League. And point goes to the UE Lady Warriors. That's Kyla Reyes. At kasama ko si Kayla Reyes. You know Kayla, of course, yung Perpetual for most of the match against San Beda. Talagang humabol sila dito. But this time around, they're leading for most of the match. My question to you is, yung complacency ba is gonna be a tough pill to swallow for them?
Of course, being complacent actually is really tough because the game doesn't finish with winning one set. You have to win 3 sets to actually win the whole match. So it's gonna be interesting to see how aggressive Perpetual stays throughout this whole match, especially that UE is an aggressive team as well.
So iba yung mindset pag ikaw yung naghahabol, di ba? May sense of urgency, but
Yes.
this time around, you're leading. Although, UE doing a great job as Susbilia gets that point. Tabla ulit tayo, 9-all. Bebang Okado. Risa Nogales now at the service line.
Oops,
And that's too strong. Winnie Bedania papasok na rin dito, as well as the libero of UE Zeta. Laika Panchito, one of the 9 rookies for the Lady Altas. Bangayan, quick 1-2. Back set. Susbilia with a powerful hit, but good dig there by Bebang Okado. Kayla Reyes.
Good
Crisan
adjust.
sends it to Janine Padua. Uy! Almost. Regalo na sana.
Kyla Reyes kind of mistimed that hit. Sayang eh, andun na talaga.
So 10-all here in set number 2. So remember, the winner goes solo first in Pool A, which is really vital. Tandaan natin, top 2 teams per pool ang papasok sa ating next stage.
Which is why it's so important to win games early on. Since you're only so few in a pool.
Yeah. And it has been the Chris and Susbilia show here in set number 2 for UE. And this cool play of the set rather is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. You know, too many service errors for UE.
And it actually kills their momentum because medyo nakakasabay na sila eh. Dikita na yung laban for second set. Which is why they can't afford any more service errors if they want to take charge.
Kumbaga, hindi sila makastring ng consecutive points eh. And
That's
that's a service ace, courtesy of Kyla Reyes. (12 serving 11). This time, it's wide. Cañete backstopping itong si the one serving right now, Chris Ann Susbilia here in the set number 2. Arceliana back set to Janine Padua. Susbilia goes to Cañete. Andal sets up Janine once again. Defense existent there for UE. Ooh, sorry miss.
A little careless coming from Kyla Reyes, babying that hit too much.
Saka may moment of hesitation eh.
Yeah. And it was supposed to be a free ball actually.
Running serve. That's too
Good
strong.
call, good call.
When you're in the back row, especially ikaw, Kayla, you've been a libero for LaSalle before. What's your general rule of thumb when it comes to yung service?
When we're in the back row, of course, receiving, my coach would tell me that if you have the urgency to set it or overhead it, then that's usually out already.
Baga yung pag yung nasa alanganing posisyon ka na eh. That's the time na talagang that ball will go out.
But
Meanwhile,
if you are unsure though, they usually tell you to just get it, just to be sure.
attack error for Janine Padua. 14 serving 13. UE trying to equalize here. And that won't help them. Another service error. Pangatlo na nila ito, Kayla.
You mentioned earlier that it is actually what's killing their momentum. Maganda na rin yung pinapakita nila eh. But sayang lang kasi yung mga service errors na it's a bit at a crucial stage of the set already.
14 all. Bedanya countering with another service error. So both teams trying to get their bearings here in set number 2. (15 serving 14). Back set. Ocado. Defense was there for UE. Balingit. Set up ulit ang Perpetual. Ocado from the left flank. Casey Balingit. Padwal from the back row, and that is out. So consecutive errors for both squads leads us to our second technical timeout. Lamang ang UE 16-14.
Siya makikita to continue to play para nga sa match na ito. Nang tanungin ko ang kanyang mommy Sharon, sabi naman niya nakakalungkot ngang isipin pero it's for her health. Si mommy Sharon ay lagi nga nanonood ng games ni Nieva. All out kung all out ang support. You know what they say, mother knows best. Now back to the panel.
Thank you, Sab. And an unfortunate series of events here for UE. Dara Nieva, hindi na makakapalik dito. Hopefully, she could recover well. And of course, Kayla, avid supporter talaga yung mom nito si Dara Nieva. Actually, before naglalaro si Dara, ang favorite player ng mom niya was Ara Galang. But ever since Dara played here for UE, it has been talagang all love from her mother. But ayun, sana makabalik agad si Dara Nieva. Meanwhile, UE slowly building momentum here. 17-14 here in set number 2. Of course, Kayla, you know Ara Galang, one of the best open spikers for Lasal.
Yeah, she's everyone's idol, including mine. And she's such a kind-hearted person as well. So down to earth.
4 straight points for the Lady Warriors. Forces Coach Sandy Rieta to call time.
Ano gusto mo maglaro? Papalta kita. Ha? O, pagbigyan mo dyan. Wala tayong pasa, dalawang sunudo. So, wala nang paraan. Wala nang receipt eh. Diskarte mo.
Akin. Bawi ako.
Coach Sandy Rieta urging his players to find ways because they are in this array so far here late in set number 2. UE surging ahead by 4 points, 18-14. And noticeable absence pala, Kayla. No Von Di Maculangan so far.
UE has a lot of setters actually in their lineup. With Bangayan, Di Maculangan, and Umali as well.
So siya yung umipon, pinasok na dito. Trailing by 3 points. Mary Dapol serving for the Lady Altas. Ooh! Sinuerte!
A little help from the tape.
Yup. Napangiti na lang din doon si Mary Rose Dapol. 2 straight points for the Lady Altas. As I say that, service error. Point goes to UE. And this time it's the Lady Warriors' turn for a substitution. Jalana will replace Casey Balingit. And now she will serve. Jalana, especially with Nieva out, could be relied upon more by Coach Jumbo Di Maculangan. Siya ay umipon, pinaraanan, Bangayan. Punta kay Susbilio. Powerful hit, dug up well by Andal. Umipon from the back. Umali, back set to Bangayan. And Russell Aldea with a single block.
Great timing by Russell Aldea. Bantay talaga siya sa net eh. I mean, blocking is so important. It's really one of the most important departments because it's your first line of defense.
Arceliana, good serve. Umali, sets up Susbilia. Shy umipon, elevates. Umali, back to Susbilia. Defense was there for Perpetual help. Bangayan from the right side. Dapol unable to put it over. Bangayan kanina, setter. This time with a hit. And this spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Reinforced. Sorry, Kayla.
Actually, it shows how versatile Bangayan is with her being a setter and now being in the opposite position.
20 serving 17. Let's see if UE could tie things up. Perpetual won set number 1, 25-21. Arceliana, punta kay Padua. Down the line hit.
Smart hit. Medyo butas ngayong defense ng
Yeah.
UE on zone 1.
That corner wide open Team captain Russell Aldea serving. And Nature Spring is the official bottled water provider of the Shakeys Super League. Umali rather, pumunta kay Pelaga, that's too short.
Too low for Pelaga. Especially knowing she's so tall.
Kumbaga no space to operate. Just a 1-point lead. Umali. Tubangayan with a powerful hit. Strokes it down the middle. Over to blockers. No problem for Van Bangayan. And she will now serve. They are up 2 points. Bedanya. Joust at the net. Umali. Punta kay Susbilia. Oh, and Bedanya not able to put it home. Actually, intriguing matchup ito eh. Bedanya versus Pelaga. Two tall middle blockers sa magkabilang kupunan. Perpetual burning their last time out here. Let's listen in to Coach Sandy. UE 3 points up, also 3 points away from grabbing this set number 2. Van Bangayan instrumental in this set. Arceliana, punta kay Umipon. Umali sets up Susbilia. And that, ooh, they say there's a check.
Check ball. Susbilia really stepping up actually.
Yeah.
In the absence of her teammate.
Yeah, Daranyeva. Although, nung first game, maganda rin actually pinakita ni Susbilia. Had those moments here and there. But this time, you've mentioned, forced to step up. Meanwhile, Shai Umipon breaking her silence with that powerful hit. Cross court. Year-old now serving for the Lady Altas. Down by 3 points once again. Good first ball from Liana. Sets up Pelaga with a quick hit. And UE now at set point. Take a look here. Perfect setup job by Umali to Pelaga. Too easy. And this cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Arceliana. Punta kay Dapol. Umali.
Double contact.
Yeah. Miss set coming from Jessica Umali. Lady Altas. Kailangan na ipasok yung kanilang mga serve. Facing another set point. Umali bends down for that set. Dapol. Too close to the net. And the block there by Winnie Bedanya.
Great read by Bedanya. Especially on someone like Pelaga.
Single.
Huge confidence booster. And a single block like you just mentioned.
This time, makikinig tayo kay Coach Jumbo Di Makulangan.
Parang hindi na tayo nag-iisip niya. Jessica, yung kapag ito-drama, hindi mo ginagawa. Sintonado ka. Sabi na, Bek.
Abo, naman na pasa.
Takbo ka doon.
Sabi ni Coach Jumbo kay Jessica Umali, sintunado daw siya. Can you elaborate on that, Kayla?
I think she just really has to set up one more good play for her spikers to close out the set. And of course, Perpetual has to be playing perfect volleyball.
Pero tandaan natin, Kayla, against San Beda, lumabang din yung Lady Red Spikers before the Lady Altas snatched that one away. Let's see if they could mount another comeback here. Susbilia. Set up para dito. Dapol, off speed. Lana. Arcellana, back to Mary Rose Dapol. And Perpetual help. 4 straight points to tie things up at 24 apiece. The comeback queens of the Shakeys Super League doing their thing once again.
Ang galing na din ng kapit nila eh. I'm sure they're so used to playing high pressure. Oh, wow!
Another service ace from Janine Padua. Coach Jumbo, no choice but to burn his final timeout.
Yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, momentum, kayo pumapatay sa sarili.
Oh, basahan natin.
The Lady Altas were down by 4 points. 24-20. UE with set point. But itong Lady Altas saving 4 set points and now on the verge of snatching this set number 2. Umali, punta kay Lana. Block was there. But it is out. So buhay pa dito ang Lady Warriors. 25 all. Lia Pelaga serving for the Lady Warriors. Oh, it's another service error. Chance anew for the white shirts.
These service errors really haunting Yumi since the beginning of the match actually.
Especially during these crucial stretches. And another service ace! This time from Winnie Bedanya. Punctuates set number 2. Lady Alta stealing it from the Lady Warriors, 27-25. Look at that. Winnie Bedanya. Hindi handa doon ang libero ng UE. As the Lady Altas win it by 2 points, 27-25 here in set number 2. at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum for the Shakeys Super League. As we take at some of the highlights of set number 2. Actually, UE was really coming out strong in the early part of that set. Cañete had 3 points early on. Chris Ansusbilia stepping up in place of the injured Daranieva had her moments. They were up really here for most of this set. But the persistence nitong Lady Altas Kayla was just too much for them.
And what was crucial that UE gave away were their errors. So those are free points for the Perpetual squad. Ang galing-galing nila kumapit. And they even won this set coming from behind.
Leah Pilaga, of course, doing damage. But itong Lady Altas snatching it 27 to 25 as we take a look at some of the numbers, Kayla.
You can see UE, of course, leading when it comes to their attacks. But Perpetual also taking charge of the service department with 6 aces and only 1 from the UE side.
Lady Altas were down by 4 points, 24 to 20, save 4 set points, and eventually grabbing the set number 2, 27-25. And now they are just 1 set away from grabbing win number 2. Meanwhile, this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Gets us underway is Jessica Umali with that service A. So good start here for UE. So konti makulangan. We're not seeing her on the bench. So it's up to Jessica Umali stepping up for the Lady Warriors as their starting setter. Tingnan natin if UE makabawi after that meltdown in set number 2. Dapol from the right side. Zeta was there. Back set. Bangayan using her offhand and that doesn't work. Point.
Attack error though. I think that went to the net.
Yup. 1-all. Mary Dapol, the leading scorer for the Lady Altas noong nakaraang NCAA Season 97. Back set. Cepada is now in. Umipon. Good dig by KC. Back row attack to Lana. Chance for UE to set up their attack. Bangayan. Sapin. Punta ulit kay Shy. Off the block it goes.
Grabe talaga si Shai Umipon. Credits to her for really adjusting to that set well. And of course, really breaking down the walls of UE's block.
2 serving 1. Not a good first ball there. Jalana. Oh, pinaraanan doon from the back row.
Lumabas na rin si Shai to be able to spike kaya di na niya nadepensahan yun.
What a luxury to have. Jalana, of course, powerful open spiker. Pero pwede mo rin bigyan sa likod. Kayla no?
All around din siya like when it comes to defense and her receive as well.
Shai Umipon with a reply. Gandang palitan so far. Kayla here early in set number 3. Take a look once again. Shai skying high. And this spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Back set, Bangayan. Dapol unable to put that ball over. And si Bangayan, isa rin nagse-step up dito as their opposite hitter. 3-all. The first 2 sets were really close. Overset. Umali sets up Navarro. Sapin goes back to Shai. How good has this 18-year-old been, Kayla, for the Lady Altas?
I mean, she's an all-around player. She's also one of the leaders of their team and really the go-to scorer for Perpetual.
Future looks bright for the Caviteña. Umali. Pumunta kay Lana. Oh, good block. And it is completed there by Razel Aldea. Actually, that was Sapin with that block. Aldea helping her there. And maagang palitan dito. Sospilia, papalitan muna si Ja Lana. Expect her to come back here talking about etong si Ja. Bedanya serving. Service error, so point goes to UE. Casey Cepada, medyo nanahimik na dito. Let's see if makabawi ulit siya here in set number 3. Bangayan. Good service. Shy. This time, defense read that well. So errors piling up once again. 5-all. Sapin. Pumunta kay Russell. Off 2 blockers. No problem.
Credits also to Perpetual setter si Sapin for activating not only Omipon but her other spikers as well. And from the looks of it, they're really able to contribute as well.
6 serving 5. Omipon gets us going here in this rally. Back set, Bangayan. Masyadong malayo. Nabitin doon si Van Bangayan. So Perpetual help leading here 7-5. Needing only this set to grab their second win. Umali, Ususbilia. Nag-agawan doon si Aldea and si Sapin. Nagawan ng paraan ni Dapol. Navarro, quick attack, but denied there by the wall named Russell Aldea.
Good timing on Russell Aldea's end.
Single block, no problem. Take a look here as Russell Aldea forming a wall, and that block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Timeout muna tayo. 8-5 is our score. Back with us here for the day number 2 of the Shaky Super League. Ken Pangilinan and Kayla Reyes on the call alongside Sab San Diego on the sidelines. 8 serving 5. Oh, service ace! Delivered there by Shy Omipon. What happened there, Kayla?
I think nagka-miscommunication din sa UE side eh. Because parang nagkatinginan na lang sila.
Dumaan kasi sa gitna nila eh.
And usually when that happens, parang dapat inaako na nung nasa, if the ball's to your right, that should be yours already.
General rule yun eh. Omipon now serving. That time, it is out. So free point for UE. But Shy again, delivering once again for Coach Sandrieta. Ja Lana. Binalik na dito ni Coach Jumbo Di Maculangan. Sapin sends it. Oh, that's too close to the net. Cepada. Great save by Sapin. Resets. Goes to Dapol. Zeta, punta naman kay Bangayan. Sapin. Sets up Omipon. Umali goes to Casey. That is too strong. No check, sabi na referee. Lady Altas again, scoring that point. And I think Kayla, itong Lady Altas, napaghandaan din na mabuti itong si Casey Cepada.
Yes, I think basang-basa na nila si Casey Cepada, especially knowing that she was the MVP of the match last weekend.
And Nature Spring is the official bottled water provider of the Shakeys Super League. Sapin goes again to Dapol. Cepada. Ayun, yung depensa, right on cue.
Medyo hindi rin tama yung decision making niya with that one, seeing that there were already 2 blockers right in front of her.
Napayungan siya doon ni Russell Aldea with another block. And that is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Coach Shandy calling ceasefire here. Actually,
Anong gagawin natin? Maayos yung pasa. Ang problema natin yung execution mo.
so correct me if I'm wrong, Kayla, pero parang sabi ni Coach Jumbo, maganda na may first ball. It's just that medyo pumapalya yung sets minsan.
Yes, and I think, like what you said earlier, receive is actually one of the most important departments as well, because if you don't have good first ball, then there's no play.
Kumbaga, hindi kayo ma-execute ng play.
Yes.
Hindi magiging malinis yung atake nyo. And meanwhile, service error for the white shirts. UE trailing by 4. Erin Navarro now serving. Good dig by Umipon. Sapin goes to Aldea. This time scores. Si Aldea kanina pa namamayagpag dito in set number 3.
And she's also contributing when it comes to her squad's blocking.
Yeah, kanina pa. Actually, 2 blocks here in this set alone. And this cool play of the set is brought to you by RNB Milk Tea. Order now. Service ace again.
Another miscommunication in the part of Bangayan and Jalana.
Kanina pa yung service aces.
Parang nagkakatinginan na lang sila eh.
Actually, nung set number 2, Winnie Bedanya punctuated that set with a service ace of her own. Cepada, this time she won't be denied. That time successful over 2 blockers. Take a look once again, perfect set. And finishing it off is Cepada, and that spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
Another service error on UE side.
14 serving 8. Biggest lead of the set so far for the Lady Altas. Good serve from Dapol. Cepada. Oh, I don't know if that was a mishit. But reset sila dito. Umipon, off speed. Pasa kay Cepada. And once again, the
That was not
defense.
over.
Oh, so bothered by that tall front line headed by Winnie Bedanya. Ito si Casey Cepada once again. 15-8 in favor of the Lady Altas. Cepada tries it once again. And there's no quit in this girl.
I mean, great bawi coming from Cepada. Not backing down with that one. Of course, still trying to pull her team up. And we're only on the 3rd set, so anything can really happen.
You see in the background, Coach Obe Tavier. We will see his squad later. Arellano taking on Ateneo. And on our nightcap, FEU will take on the De La Salle Lady Spikers. Lana, sobra! And we head into our second technical timeout. Lamang ang Lady Altas kontra sa Lady Warriors, 16-9.
And there you have it, guys. Ngayon nga ay kasama ko ang ating mga Shakeys super fans of the day na sina, anong pangalan nila?
Gwyneth po.
Gwyneth, and you are?
Patricia po.
Gwyneth and Patricia, pero matanong ko lang, which team are you guys supporting?
Perpetual po. Perpetual.
Oh, so ang Lady Altas nga ang sinusuport ng ating beautiful ladies. Pero wait lang, meron ba kayong specific na player na sinusuportahan?
Si Ate Dapol po kasi nakalaban ko na po siya on previous games po. So, sinusuportahan ko po siya ngayon po.
Oh, ikaw, what about you?
Yung libero po talaga nila yung sinusuportahan.
I see. Pero bago yan, guys, ito na, i-show naman muna natin ang support para sa Perpetual Lady Altas. In 3, 2, 1, and go! Mag-cheer naman tayo para sa kanila. Go Perpetual! Let's go Perps! Yung pala yun. Let's go Perps! Anyway, guys, back to the panel.
Thank you, Sav. And those were our Shaky Super fan of the game, and it's brought to you by Shaky Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Lana trying cross court. Off the block, Shy Omipon.
At this point of the match, Shai Omipon has been so unstoppable for Perpetual. So much power in that hit. Look at that.
And that spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Let's listen in to a UE timeout. Back here, kung saan lamang ang Lady Altas 18-9. 7 points away from grabbing this set and the match. They've won the first 2 sets by a close margin actually. 25-22, 27-25. Coach Jumbo Di Maculangan looking for answers. Pinasok na dito si Cañete, replacing Jessica Umali. So magiging center nila dito si Van Bangayan. Ooh, quick attack.
That's the beauty of how versatile Bangayan is. I mean, she can play as an attacker or on the wing, the right side, or a setter as well. And you can see she made impact right away.
Sharp angle there from that Leah Pelaga hit. (18-10). Back set, Medanya. Good dig there by Bangayan. Sapin. Quick set to Winnie Bedanya, but that time head touch by a Perpetual player. So 18-11. Buhay pa dito ang UE, pero kailangan na nila dito to rack up consecutive points. Leah Pelaga quiet so far here in this set, although he had a good hit earlier. Sets up Omipon once again. This time the defense was there for the red shirts.
Better blocking coming from the UE squad. Really building those walls, especially with the powerful hitter like Shai Omipon.
12 serving 18. Big hole to climb for UE. Good service. Sapin. Punta ulit kay Shai. Sa gitna. Just too powerful. Too powerful for the defense.
If it didn't work on the open side, of course, they're gonna make her try and sa tres.
Sa maganda dito, yung setter, si Sapin talagang pinagtatrabaho niya. Ito si Shai. Here in the crucial stages of set number 3.
Percentage na din because she's been so efficient since the start of the match.
Lana. Almost crossing the court. Pero puntos mapupunta sa Lady Warriors.
Great effort though on Shai Lana's end for being able to adjust to that set.
13 serving 19. Good first ball from Dapol. Sets up Russell Aldea with a quick attack. Aldea quick as a lightning there. Meanwhile, balik muna tayo sa action kung saan lamang ang Lady Altas 2013. Dapol denied there by the blockers. So actually, Caleb, in terms of blocking, maganda rin naman pinapakita ng UE. It's just that the errors were piling up earlier.
Yes, I think they were able to adjust that coming from their first set where medyo buka nga yung mga blocks nila. Hindi nila napapayungan yung mga spikes coming from Perpetual.
Sapin sets up Aldea once again. Meanwhile, Sab is available now. Sab, what do you have?
Kamustahin ko nga ang team captain ng Lady Altas na si Razel Aldea. Ang goal daw nila para sa season na to ay i-regain ang pangalan ng Perpetual. Tinanong ko rin naman kung paano ba sila nagbabonding after training. Kumakain daw sila sama-sama as much as possible dahil gusto niyang buo ang team. Coming from an injury last season, naka-tape at naka-ankle brace pa nga din ang psychology graduating student na ito. Dahil para naman sa kanya, puso ang ipapairal. Dahil nga gagawin niya daw ang lahat para sa Perpetual. That's all for now. Back to the panel.
You Sab, Perpetual 3 points away, grabbing their second win. Russell Aldea, naalala ko, she got injured in their match kontra sa CSB Lady Blazers in that NCAA matchup. But really gutted it out despite that injured ankle. Meanwhile, Cañete scoring there for UE.
Cañete also contributing coming off the bench.
Yup, actually, nung second set early on, she was the one piling up points for them. Navarro trying to keep their hopes alive. Sapin, quick set. Hindi nagkaintindihan.
Miscommunication on their end. No one got the second ball.
Saka mababa din kasi yung first ball eh. So no chance to react for the players of UE. Meanwhile, Nature Spring is the official bottled water provider of the Shakeys Super League. Bangayan, punta kay Cepada. And Cepada just enough.
Smart of Cepada to target zone 1. Knowing that their middle blocker was there. Usually naman, middle blockers aren't so effective when it comes to floor defense.
Combination play. Blocked there. Sapin. Punta kay Bedanya. Bangayan. Sets up Casey Cepada once again. And the defense of Perpetual lording it over. Hindi na itawid doon ni Cepada yung bola. So now, it's match point for Perpetual Help. Let's see if they could put this away once and for all. Dapol with the serve. Bangayan. And that is it. The Lady Altas securing their second win of the tournament as they win in straight sets, 25-22, 27-25, and 25-16. Your thoughts, Kayla?
For me, ang ganda talaga ng kapit ng Perpetual. They're not the tallest of teams, but they show and play with so much heart. And of course, Omipon, like, she was one of the top scorers in today's match again. And of course, it is expected of her. And I'm sure she's gonna be doing great things in the upcoming NCAA season. And she's only a rookie.
Perpetual help winners of straight sets here, 25-22, 27-25, 25-16. We'll pause for a quick break. We'll be right back. Rizal Memorial Coliseum kung saan nagwagi ang Perpetual help Lady Altas in straight sets 25-22, 27-25, and 25-16. Impressive win, back-to-back wins for the Lady Altas. And our MVP of the match is none other than Shy Omipon once again, Kayla.
As what I've said earlier, she's a girl with so much power. And not only that, ang gulang niya maglaro with her just being a rookie. And of course, I'm sure she's a huge asset for Perpetual in the coming seasons of NCAA.
At kasama niya ngayon si Sab San Diego. Sab?
At ayan na nga, kasama ko nga ang MVP of the match. With 9 attacks, we have Mrs. Shyla Omipon.
Okay naman po.
Ayan, so ano ba ang secret ng isang Shyla Omipon?
To rise.
Two rice daw, guys. Yun daw. Tama ba? Two rice? Two rice? Three rice. So ano naman ba ang message mo sa lahat nga ng sumusuporta sa buong team?
Thank you so much po sa sumusuporta sa UPHSD, especially po sa Tamayo family and my family.
At dahil dyan, ito na nga, ikaw ay makaka-receive ng another box of Shakeys pizza together with gift certificate and Shakeys card. Congratulations again, guys! So dali, here na kayo. Ano pang gusto sabihin? Thank you po! Yun lamang, guys. Now, back to the panel.
Thank you, Sav. And the MVP of the match is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Akala ko pa naman yung pizza yung sikreto sa performance ni Shai umipon. But nonetheless, Shai dominating once again in their conquest kontra sa UE Lady Warriors. As we take a look at some of the highlights, particularly here in set number 3. Look at that powerful hit, Kayla.
Ang galing talaga. She's so talented. And of course, her contact and form, they're all spectacular. Ang taas din ng siko niya, which is why she's so efficient and rarely makes these attack errors.
And syempre, meron siyang ample support from Russell Aldeo who did a good job in their defense, blocking the attackers, particularly si Casey Cepada, hindi masyado nakaporma for UE. So the Lady Altas really doing a great job here. Take a look at some of the numbers here as a whole, Kayla.
Perpetual really outscoring UE with 77 attacks and UE only having 63. And of course, in terms of blocking, Aldea really did a huge and great job guarding that net. And of course, the aces, with Perpetual having 10 aces, really being aggressive on the service side, and UE only having 2 aces for this match.
So Lady Altas dominating itong laban nila kontra sa UE Lady Warriors, fresh off a 4-set win kontra sa San Beda Lady Red Spikers, making it back-to-back. So Lady Altas 2-0, kasama na ang UST with 2-0. So up next, Ateneo versus Arellano. This has been Ken Pangalinan and Kayla Reyes on the call. Tutok lang kayo dito sa Shakeys Super League.
Nice.